What's up, everybody? Joey G in the place to be at Gana's Corner. Where else to be, right? Real quick, a rest in peace to Bill Walton, one of the greatest to ever do it in basketball. All right. It's a shame, Somebody goes and it's just like, we're like just another. See, I got my Rocky joint in there. And, that's the map right there, like a Philly with Rocky, you know what I mean? I got my banner right there. I'm going to fix it up more. My boy Dougie gave me. And also my cut that my grandmom and my mom and basically all my family love. Thanks, Dougie. Dougie gave me this cut. I still got my grays like Paulie Walnuts, but whatever. I love Paulie. But yeah, I'm setting it up, you know what I mean? I do the Soprano thing in, the other room when I'm, doing the Soprano live reaction shit. But I do the sports and everything if I'm talking sport movies or talking anything, basically. Unless I'm doing live reactions, I'm doing it right here in my soon-to-be office. But sports this weekend. Both NBA teams, Celtics up 3-0, Dallas up 3-0. In the beginning of the playoffs, I don't think anybody thought the Dallas Mavericks would be up 3-0 on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't think anybody really had Dallas or Minnesota going to the Western Conference Finals. In the East, we all knew Boston was going to go. Nobody, I don't think, thought the Pacers were going to be there. Everybody thought it was going to be Boston and New York. But Boston up 3-0. They play today. Do they sweep? They play tonight at 8 o'clock in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Fieldhouse. Tonight, I got, I picked the Pacers to win game one, and they lost. But I do think the Pacers will win tonight. I mean, I know Boston is playing great ball right now. Same thing with Dallas. But I think the Indiana Pacers will win tonight. And Boston will win in 5, taking it home game 5, which will be Wednesday night, right? Wednesday night or Thursday night. And I think Boston will win in 5. The Dallas Mavericks, that is, in basketball, they'll beat the Timberwolves. And I think the Timberwolves, same thing. I think tomorrow night the Timberwolves will win one game. And then I think they'll go home and Dallas will taking it home in 5. And then in the NBA Finals, Boston and Dallas, I'll get on that next week. I think it's the Dallas Mavericks year. I mean, everybody's like, well, Boston, their team, yeah, they're great and all, but I just think the way Dallas and Luka and Kyrie's playing, probably the best he's ever played. Kyrie Irving's playing. I mean, he's playing great. He's playing the best ever. You know what I mean? And I just think they're on a mission, and I do think the Dallas Mavericks are going to win the NBA championship. But we'll talk about that as time goes on at Gana's Corner. In hockey, Rangers, them mother effing New York Rangers. What do you call it? Up 2-1. 2 overtime wins on my Florida Panthers. We could be up 3-0 right now, like we should be. We're the better team than New York. I'm biased when it comes to this because I'm a Florida Panthers fan. I know I'm from Philly, you know what I'm saying? But besides the Flyers, I've always liked the Florida Panthers. Back to when John Van Beesbrook, is that how? Yeah, John Van Beesbrook. John Van Beesbrook was their goalie when he was good. You know what I mean? Not when the Flyers got him, when he was all washed up. When he was the man when Florida first came in the league. I mean, 2 years into the league, Florida was in the Stanley Cup, and that's when I started liking them. I remember saying to my brother when he was a little kid, my brother Mike, saying to him, besides the Flyers, this is my other team. Just how the Pistons are my other team in basketball, this is my other team in hockey. Because up to then, the LA Kings were my only other team in hockey I liked besides the Flyers. But on the hockey, as I say in that, the Rangers have been getting lucky. And like the Eagles were getting lucky in the beginning of the season, this past season, getting lucky in a lot of wins in the beginning. I think the Rangers' luck is going to run out. And I wouldn't be surprised if they won their last game yesterday and Florida wins the next 3 straight. I think Florida's the best team out of the last 4 teams left. And I think the Panthers will hold up Lord Stanley at the end. And I'm calling it right now. Florida and the Rangers. The Rangers will probably win another game. But I still say Florida wins Game 7 at Madison Square Garden. Panthers and Rangers go 7 games. Excuse me. Panthers win in 7 against the Rangers and go on to the Stanley Cup. Against Dallas and Edmonton, the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. Dallas. They got the Mavericks in the basketball in the Western Conference Finals, and they got the Stars in the Western Conference Finals in hockey. And the Cowboys can't do shit. Like, I can like the Mavericks. I can like the Stars. I'm not like a fan of theirs or anything. I'm not, But hey, I mean, I can root for them. You know what I mean? I can never root for the Cowboys. So, whatever. But kudos. You know what I mean? I'm glad it's not the Cowboys. But I do think the Stars will beat Edmonton. They're tied right now 1-1. They play tonight. And I think that series will go 6. I think that, as a matter of fact, I think that's going to go 7 games too. But I think the Stars will win at home. Game 7. And it'll be the Dallas Stars and the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup. But the Panthers will win. You know what I mean? Unlike in basketball, where I think the Dallas Mavericks will win the NBA championship against the Boston Celtics. And unless miracles happen and the Timberwolves and Pacers come back, because I did pick Indiana and Minnesota. So, I'm not going to sit here and lie to everyone. But that's what I did pick, the way to go. And it's the way that was my NBA Finals pick. But yesterday Gana's Corner was at my Gma. She's doing good. Thank you everybody for the prayers out there and everything. I appreciate that a lot. Come from Joey G. Like I say, everybody that stuck with me from my humble beginnings till I get to the very top. I don't need to even get to the very top. I get just somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Make enough money, make enough loot, just to take care of my family. That's all I want to do, is to take care of my family. I'm a family man. Anyway, wrestling. Gunther, the King of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. And these WWE, I'm a wrestling guy, so I'm going to talk wrestling. So if you don't like it, I don't know, change the channel. I don't know what to tell you. But Gunther beat Randy Orton in the finals and at the King of the Ring in Saudi Arabia Saturday afternoon. It's weird now. All the pay-per-views anymore, well, they're premium live events, because if you subscribe to Peacock and you got the WWE Network, you can, basically watch them. So only really the casual wrestling fan that doesn't watch it like I watch it. I'm a diehard still. They'll buy it on pay-per-view if they want to watch it. You know what I mean? Which is ridiculous, because it's like $44 a regular pay-per-view. WrestleMania is like, I think, nearly $100. That is freaking insanity altogether. I think it's 50, because WrestleMania is 2 nights. So it's like $49.99 each night. I was there this year. Like, I love to say it because I can finally say it. I went to WrestleMania. But, SummerSlam in Cleveland. And where the Browns play, Cleveland Browns Stadium. SummerSlam is going to be 2 nights now. It's going to show that WWE is getting bigger and bigger and corporater and more corporate. And SummerSlam 2 nights. All the regular, like, if anybody, No Mercy, Backlash, you know what I mean? No Way Out. The Elimination Chambers. I mean, these pay-per-views or premium live events are getting stadium shows now. I mean, all over. In Paris, France, they were. You know what I mean? They're going to Clash at the Castle at Glasgow, Scotland in June, before Money in the Bank, which is in Toronto. So they're going all over now. WWE, since Vince McMahon has basically lost everything that he created, but it was time for Vince to move on anyway, right? But Gunther won the King of the Ring. Logan Paul got his ass kicked by Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I can't stand you, Logan Paul. I would love to go head to head just in a verbal battle with you. You know what I mean? And not you over talking me like you over talk everybody else. You know what I mean? Like me and you just talking. You know what I mean? You get your 5 minutes or 2 minutes, I get mine. You know what I mean? And we go back and forth, and I will destroy you, kid. Destroy. But anyway, yeah, Cody Rhodes destroyed him. King of the Ring wasn't that great, I'll be honest. Like my boy Mikey Grayo said, what's up, Mikey? It wasn't that good, and it wasn't. I didn't watch it live, but I watched it later, and it wasn't that great. I mean, I think the great and the Queen of the Ring is Nia Jax, the big Samoan chick. She's part of the bloodline too, somewhere down the line. The Roman and the Rock's bloodline, the final boss, The Rock. But yeah, this is Joey G, you know what I mean, and the place to be, as always. Shout outs to everybody. Sean, what's up? What's going on, kid? Love you, buddy. Danny Masters, what's going on? Dougie, as always, you know what's up. Mikey Grayo. I love everybody, you know what I mean? Love everybody. Bake everybody. Gonna get this shit going. NBA Finals, like I'm interested in what's gonna happen in this off season, you know what I mean? Because now, I love baseball. And how about them Philadelphia Phillies? Right? Playing good. I mean, you lose some here, you win some, but they look great right now. And it's looking like it's gonna be, that year, if anybody, the Phillies lost to the Yankees in 2009 after we won it in 08 and we beat the Rays. But we went back and lost it in 09. But I think it's a very good chance it's going to be the Phillies and Yankees in the World Series. But everybody will say, Joey G, Mr. 20 teams, there's one of his picks. But I'm picking it right now. Phillies, Yankees, World Series. I said something a couple weeks ago, but whatever. Phillies, Yankees, World Series. I'm not calling a winner yet because, God willing, I don't want to jinx the Phils. So I don't believe in all that shit anyway. But still, sport, it's just the sport thing. Us men understand it. You know what I mean? Phillies, Yankees, Super Bowl, World Series. They looking the best right now. They looking great. They're hitting. They're doing everything they're right. They're pitching. They still got some gaps, like Rocky would say to Paulie when he's about Adrian. Gaps. We feel gaps. We feel gaps. Gaps. You sleeping with my sister. That's another thing. You know what I mean? Talking about Philly. I'm be talking about Rocky a lot. Like I always say. The Rocky franchise. It's not just a movie. Maybe in the beginning for your first time seeing Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 wasn't that bad, as we all say. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. It made Rocky look like fucking Adam Sandler in Punch Drunk Love, but whatever. Rocky Balboa was much better in 2006, and the Creed movies were pretty good. And to be honest, the last Creed, 3... even though Sylvester Stallone, my favorite actor, besides James Gandolfini, what do you call it? Sly wasn't in it. It was still a great movie, Creed 3. I think I would still have to say I think Creed 1 was the best one. But I think Creed 3 is better than Creed 2. Mm-hmm. I do think that. But this is Joey G. I'm signing out now. It's nasty out here in Philadelphia. I'm sure it's nastier more up north. You know what I mean? I've seen the thunderstorms and shit. But this is Joey G again, his corner. I'll be back with, as I said, I'm covering The Sopranos. I'm going to be talking more and more as got a tons of millions of shows to come. Better camera work and all coming. But I'll be getting at you later, maybe today, maybe tonight at the open of Raw. And, or tomorrow during The Sopranos. Do a Sopranos. I'm up to the beginning of season 2 and explaining that a little bit. But this is Joey G, place to be. Let's go Florida Panthers, and let's pray for the miracle. See if the Pacers can pull it off. A lot of teams have come back and from a 3-0 deficit against Boston. The Flyers did it against Boston in, about 14 years ago? We were down 3-0. It was hockey, but we came back and won. It can be done. I don't know if it's ever been done in basketball, but it can be done. So, let's see. I'm just, I'm a dreamer. You know what I mean? A hoper. Like Jesse Jackson said, keep hope alive. I'm out.